This drains, that's Yellowstone. This drainage is right directly into Yellowstone. So the mining would take place underground here with an unknown number of surface disturbances, and Dave and Steve can speak to what that would look like. Below these first trees here, the boundary is somewhere right below there, but that's all the Yellowstone River. About 5,500 feet is below us there, and that's Blacktail Plateau. In the right light, you can see the cars driving over there by the ponds as they come around the corner. And so we're on what is one of those roads that's unknown whether it's county or not, but right behind, and we're on public land right now. We are on Forest Service land at the moment. So, oh, and there's Smokey checking out the. So it really shows the intersection between the private lands like Cheryl's, public lands are going to be impacted and influenced by this proposal or this any activity up here. So kind of shows the complexity of all that. And then right above us here is going to be the primary waste rock storage area. So there's a couple that he has in mind. Their primary one, I believe, is, if I remember correctly, over 72,000 tons of waste rock. And that's going to be basically perched right at the, see the meadow here and the trees, right up on top, right where those trees are, is going to be where that facility is going to lie. And it butts, their plans butt it right up against Cheryl's property line, which is one of the deficiencies that the DEQ pointed out, that there was no buffer between the private, this other Cheryl's property and his plans.
There's a couple of concerns about that from an environmental standpoint. You could get, once this rock is exposed to air and water, it could leach metals. That's one concern. It's not a given, but it's a possibility. And anything that leaches is going to go downhill towards the park, so that's a potential problem for an operator. If that does occur, then they're responsible for stopping it, and it could be difficult. Waste rock pile up here is going to be very visible from this property and maybe even further away, and it'll take centuries, for that thing to sort of recover, because it isn't good growth material. It'll have a visual impact up here permanently, and probably, honestly, these two operations that we've seen today would be significantly impacted